Chapter 25. Over at last. Silver Gallant charged toward the Lady Hunters, angry but cautious to not be taken by surprise like that again. Ailey and Iris now, however, had found a groove and easy for the attacks. Iris used her speed to her advantage and made a headlong charge at Silver Gallant, whose double wound his attack missed. She made 2 quick strikes with her daggers, tearing into his chest, and then performed a swift spin kick, her foot making direct impact to the side of his head, sending him rolling across the ground hard. Ailey decided it was her turn, planting her feet firmly and charging the X-Buster to max. She released a giant sphere of plasma energy, which crashed directly into Silver Gallant. Iris and Ailey rejoined each other, their weapons still ready as Silver Gallant slowly and weakly got back to his feet, using his lance as support. Gallant wiped away the blood from his lip and spit in the direction of the ladies. Even if you do defeat me, Silver would never stand a chance alone against Gold Valent, Silver Armor Reploid taunted. Iris simply chuckled at the statement and looked to Aelia. Let's end this so we can go watch Zero finish off Gold Valent, she said to her friend to irritate Gallant further. Aelia nodded in agreement and started charging her buster once again. At one point we were so afraid of you H-Hunters, but it didn't take us long to realize. You were only powerful when together, and the only reason you seem strong when alone is because we were afraid of you, because of what you did as a team. Now look at you. All of your comrades are as gone as you're about to be with Gold Valent, not far behind you. If he isn't ahead of you, it says she released a fully charged blast once more. Silver tried to avoid the blast, but he was too weakened and hit him directly, feeling the blast tear even more into him due to the tears in his chest caused by Iris. With enough from Aelia, Iris with her incredible speed once more was upon Gallant before he could even blink. She sat down on his back and brought her daggers to her throat. With a final low growl from Gallant, Iris pressed her daggers deep into his neck and put them both across. With the quickness she used to get to him, she dismounted Gallant and came to a stop beside Aelia. With a resounding, echoing, and satisfying boom, Silver Gallant exploded. We did it! Aelia cried out. Iris turned and high-fived Aelia. The duo had done it. They had actually killed Silver Gallant. Sure, they had a bit of help, but most of the heavy lifting was done by them, and it made them both so thrilled. They had proven that they no longer needed looking after, and Aelia was happy knowing that X had been around. He would have been proud of her. That thought, though, brought Aelia's mood down some, and Iris took notice. X? She questioned, softly understanding, almost like she had read Aelia's mind. Aelia simply nodded, but still tried to maintain a smile. After all they had done, they had reason to celebrate. Come on, let's go rejoin Zero. If he isn't finished already, he should be done shortly, Aelia stated. With a happy nod, Iris took the lead as her and her partner made their way in Zero's direction. Gold Valent's room. Gold Valent and Zero charged at each other and met in the room. Zero struck with a flurry of saber strikes, all of which the crescent killer's annoyance were blocked by the H-Hunter leader's shield. When Zero broke his attack, Gold Valent thrusted hard with his lance, taking Zero slightly off guard, and Zero could feel the spear graze his side. Zero simply bored through it. He had suffered much more worse many times before, and resumed his assault. Gold Valent, however, once again hid behind his shield. What's wrong, Valent? Nothing without your shield, Zero turned through gritted teeth. Gold Valent simply chuckled, thrusting his shield forward, hard slamming into the Red Death, knocking him back several feet. I will not fall into your taunts, Hunter, and simply toss aside my shield to prove a point, Valent said, simply walking towards Zero. Zero knew that as long as Valent had his shield, there wouldn't be too much he would be able to do. Out of nowhere, Zero felt someone close to his back, but it didn't take him by surprise. He knew exactly who it was, using Zero's body to hide his presence. Be on the ready. I will get his shield away from him, Shadow stated. Zero simply nodded. Shadow vanished once more. Zero looked Valent over, looking for a possible weak spot in his defense, just in case Shadow failed. Zero gripped his saber tighter, ready to charge in again, entirely unsure of when the mysterious figure would even strike. Gold Valent, unaware of Shadow still being around, kept his focus entirely on Zero, entirely ignored the fact of what was planned. Before either replica could make their move, Shadow appeared directly beside Gold Valent, his buster fully charged. What? The H-Hunter leader questioned. Before he could even react, though, Shadow released a fully charged blast, the blast hitting him directly in the hand, holding his shield. Ah! Valent cried as he lost his grip on his shield, and he went flying to the opposite side of the room. Zero took this chance into distraction and charged directly at Gold Valent. His focus on Shadow, still he was ill-prepared for Zero, who was suddenly upon tearing into him hard with multiple saber strikes from the sea saber. The saber tore into his armor deep, leaving deep, searing gashes that exposed his internal wires. Finally, trying to get a semblance of control back in the fight, thrust his spear blindly in the direction of the unprepared Shadow, and the spear penetrated deep and right through Shadow's chest and out of his back. Ah! Shadow roared out, leaping backwards. So, you're in fact a wired metal reploid underneath your smoke and mirrors, Goldfan taunted as he managed to get a grip on one of Zero's arms and toss him away easily. Knowing he was now out of the fight, Shadow vanished before Zero could ask if he was alright. Your help is gone now, Maverick Hunter. Now this fight can proceed as it was meant to, Goldfan stated, obviously unconcerned and unaffected by the injuries he had sustained. He readied his spear and threw it in Zero's direction. Zero easily sidestepped the attack, wondering what Phelan planned to do with the attack. Before he could finish forming other thoughts, Phelan disappeared from his location and was instantly beside Zero right where his spear had landed. With a swift motion, Phelan gripped his spear and brought it around, striking Zero once more, with it cutting him much deeper this time in his side once again. You see, Zero, many of your foes cower in fear at the legacy of Hugh, and your now dead partner, and they also fear pain. If you put all of that behind you, what is there to you, really? Phelan questioned. Zero gritted his teeth to bear through the pain and suddenly grinned at each hunter. What am I? I am your end, Zero retorted. Zero once more charged at Phelan, pulling his saber back ready for a thrust. Phelan, prepared for this, brought his spear out to block, but Zero simply finished as he did so. Before Phelan knew what had happened, Zero was behind him, and Zero finished the thrust, piercing through his chest where his artificial heart was. Phelan's eyes went wide and thrashed around, some dislodging Zero from him, saber and all. Then he turned to face Zero and let a sigh. Shoving his spear, Phelan simply clapped. Well played, Maverick Hunter. You have won this round, Phelan said with an actual congratulatory tone. Zero nodded at Goldfan with narrow eyes as lots of the H-Hunters exploded for his very eyes. At that moment, Iris and Alien ran in a little more battle-worn than when he had left them, but obviously victorious over Silver Gallant. Finally, at long last, it was over. The H-Hunters were gone. The threat of corrupt X was dealt with, and the great cause of X's life. Iris ran right to Zero as he was in thought and pulled him into a tight hug, causing sparks to fly from the cuts Phelan had actually managed to inflict on him. We did it, everyone. This fight is finally over, Zero said with a smile. Iris smiled and snuggled herself more into the injured Zero, still proud of what herself and Ailey had finally accomplished. Much as I hate the guy, I do hope Shadow's okay, though, Zero stated. Why, did something happen with him? He was instrumental in me and Iris being Silver Gallant, Ailey inquired. Zero nodded simply. Yeah, he was injured pretty badly helping me beat Goldfan. The attitudes matched Zero's. None of them liked Shadow much, but he wasn't a maverick or an enemy at least, and they wouldn't wish harm on him at the very least. Well, nothing we could do for him if he took off, and Zero, you're injured as well. We should get back to headquarters. I'm sure everyone will be excited to hear the good news, Elise said. With only agreement, the three of them teleported away as Window stepped into the room and walked over to Goldfan's shield. Not all things have fallen into place, but our plans are still on schedule, Window said to seemingly no one as she picked up Valen's shield. She glanced it over and took it with her, knowing it wasn't as over as she had heard Zero speculate. As a matter of fact, for the Maverick Hunters, it was only just beginning. Soon, Sigma, you shall have your new body, and it will be unstoppable, Window stated to herself, once more letting off a soft chuckle. Well, I know it's been a very long time, but I'm still alive, and here at last is chapter 25. We have finally reached the end of the H-Hunter saga for this tale, but not everything has been resolved just yet. So stay tuned for chapter 26, coming a lot sooner than chapter 25 did. I promise on this one. Anyway, as always, please arm, no matter if it's good, bad, or flaming, all criticism helps me in some way. Till next time, my peeps.